the star of the dinner is probably gonna be the pork chops. I'm searing the edges of some thick-cut bone-in pork chops. I'd say they're about 1.25 to 1.5 inches thick in my good old cast iron skillet. You're not cooking them all the way through because we're gonna put them back once they get nice and saucy and sort of a sweet and sour sauce, and we're gonna finish them in the oven. We wanna get a little color on the fat on the sides and color on both sides of the chop. We're gonna turn the temperature back a bit, and we're gonna start our sweet and sour sauce. We're gonna make it rich with 2 fat slabs of butter melting down into the drippings from the pork chops. Now, I took a couple of really large shallots, I peeled them, and then I used this funny looking little tool here, this is a truffle shaver, to mandolin the shallots very, very thin. You can also use the wide tooth side of a box grater. I also like to use this tool, well, not only for truffles, of course, but for garlic. And once we get all of that sliced, you can drop this into the butter and the drippings and let the shallots and garlic get working. I got a big old pile of rosemary we're gonna coarse chop. Throw that into the mix and add our salty capers. And we're gonna let that get going for a few minutes and slump down. Now we're going to add in the agrodolce, or the sugar, salty sweet combo, okay? Light brown sugar, a fat sprinkle, a couple tablespoons, and then you wanna cook that out a bit. Give it a stir to kind of melt the sugar onto the shallots and the rosemary, capers, and garlic. 2 turns of the pan vinegar. Again, like 2-3 tablespoons, just 2 turns of the pan. And you let some of that cook off and down. I'm also gonna put a little splash of stock in here. I like food that you can always stick a piece of bread in. In my family, it sounds like a joke, but I'm not joking at all. A fork, a knife, and spoon were kind of optional. As long as we had our hands and a hunk of bread, we can eat anything. When we are browning chicken or pork chops, when we're browning meats and we let them sit on a plate, a transfer plate this is called, don't forget not to waste that juice and pour it right back over the top of them suckers. Oh my God. Goldie, close the oven. Look at those saucy beauties. Oh.